Charlie here, and today we're going to learn how to cut up our model. This one's more for artists than riggers, but luckily for you guys, I go both ways. I think everything is a lot easier when it's all divided up into folders. Like, see over here, I have a folder for head, I have a whole folder for the horns, I have a folder for the bangs, eyes, brows, and so on. I think it's a lot easier to keep it organized that way. Like here in accessories, I have the glasses, the hair clips, and for stuff like glasses, you just draw them, circle, circle, line. I personally like to have a little transparentness. I use a white layer and then, opacity that shit and stuff like that. Just to give it more of a glasses effect. Some people do a lot more with their glasses, but I think this is good enough. It also has things for other expressions I'm gonna use that go over the face. Like the pipe, see? So for dividing stuff up, let's start with the head. See the head? There's the outline of which the way I decided to do my newer model, it's a little more painterly, but there's the line art and the skin and whatever your hair color is, because you don't want it to look like she has a bald spot when she's in the live 2D process. That's all you really have to do for the head. Now, my character's made out of candy, so she has sprinkle freckles. They're their own layer, and so are her blushes. Her face lights, they're a layer. You get the idea, nose is a layer. For mouth, we do up mouth. I do lips, but if that's not a part of your art style to do, like lipstick or a part of the lips or lip color, whatever the word terminology you want to use, and then this part can just be ignored. This is just what I personally like to do. And then there's the upper lip, but again, if your art style doesn't require that, then that's fine. And then skin, upper mouth skin to cover the inner mouth things, because that's just something my character has. Lower mouth so that your mouth can move up and down and stuff and make words. My character has an ink bind, so that's a thing. Again, it's pretty much the same for the bottom mouth. Is just do the same thing you did to the top. Here's the skin. Some people mix the mouth with the skin layer, but I personally don't. I feel like I've ran into issues doing that, so I just don't. But it seems to work well for most people. Inside the mouth, I have some teeth. And I have the inner mouth, which is just the tongue, her tongue piercings, the shadows. And it doesn't require too much detail because it's the inside of the mouth, but yeah. The way you divide up arms is upper arm, lower arm, and the hand. Now, depending on what the Vtuber wants, there's all sorts of different animations you can do in Live 2D. You might want to draw different sorts of arms and hands. Different, how do I put this? Of course, you don't have to do this. It's not the only way to do it, but a lot of VTubers will just draw a separate lower arm. Like, say for example there's a waving animation. I can't really wave with a hand like this, it's facing the wrong way, so you might just draw a lower arm that has the hand facing the opposite way, and it can do that. I hope I'm explaining that well. If I'm not, then just tell me I'm a dumb bitch in the comments. I personally, because the way I want it to be rigged, I just have it separated. Like here's the palm, and you know, here's the thumb, and it's divided up into where it's going to bend. So like say for example the index finger, I have half the top, half the bottom. And it's very simple, very easy stuff. Alright, legs. Legs are simple and easy. Legs are simple and easy. You got the up leg. You got the low leg. I personally have her leg mixed in with her boot. Just because I think it's easier that way. You don't have to do it that way. You can separate the lower leg and the boot. I've done that in, I think, the current model I'm using right now. But, it's fine like this. And a little touch I decided to add that you don't have to do, but I think it makes a nice touch, is her boot. She has like a front part of the boot. That way, when I move it in animations, it'll look like her foot is turning, see? And I think that is a good touch. For skirts, I have them divided up into like skirt flaps. So like, there's this skirt, there's this part, and they're their own layer. They're their own layer. They don't share layers with anybody else. They have their own room in the house. Right here. The more separated the hair is, the easier it is to make it look nice and bouncy in physics. So I would say no more than like 2 swoopy swoops per layer. So like, see? There's this thing, there's this thing. And if you catch my streams at twitch.canyoutchannel or whatever it is, you would be able to have caught how nice and bouncy her hair is looking whenever I stream my live today rigging of my new model. But yeah, everything's just separated up into their own thing. Looks very nice. Alright, and then next, eyes. Of course, you have the top eye line, which is the same thing. Each eyelash is going to have its own layer. The eyelash does not share layers with other lashes. At least in my opinion, that's not a good move. Then of course there's the lid. It has its own layer. Eye bottom. And then the same with the other lashes. They're their own layer. And yeah, with brows, very simple. Each brow has their own layer. And I think that's the basics. If there's anything I left out or anything you have questions on, things I didn't explain that well, just feel free to tell me, comment, ask, whatever. I'll help the best I can. It's a very trial and error process, so it's okay if you don't like fully understand. Like, we all make mistakes our first time making a model. But, you know, I would say if you're worried about it, just divide it up more. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.